executive chef for Agri Beef Co. We produce the Double R Ranch and St. Helens brands beef, proudly grown in the Northwest. Today we're going to roast a eye of round roast, and roasting is important because certain cuts of beef like to be braised in a wet environment, certain cuts of beef like to be dry roasted. The eye of round actually is one of those cuts that can do both, but today we're going to give it a bit of a dry roast, so we're going to see how that looks. Okay, here we go. So this is the eye of round roast, and the first thing you'll know about it is how lean it is. It's very, very lean. Because of that, we want to cook this in a very gentle fashion, or we can dry it out. So the first thing we're going to do is give it some salt and pepper. I use kosher salt so that I can see where I've salted, and I'm sure you can as well. All of that. Don't worry about getting too much on. Any salt that you put on here, if you put too much on, it'll just be on the crust and probably fall off after you take it out of the oven. So don't worry about putting too much salt and pepper on. This is a good basic seasoning for any roast, is salt and pepper. We're going to put this on a rack on our sheet pan to keep the surface of the meat off the pan, because the pan is much hotter than the ambient air around it. Therefore, it will suck in heat through the bottom of the roast. We don't want to do that. So we're going to give it just a little bit of airspace in between. We're going to put this in we're going to put this in a 400 degree oven. And the reason we're going to do that is we're going to do what we call an oven sear. We can pan sear or we can oven sear. Searing process is what's important because it seals the juices inside the beef so that they don't run out. So by doing an oven sear, we're going to start out at a 400 degree oven, and then we're going to wait 15 minutes and turn it down to 325 for another hour and a half. So let's go to the oven with this. Now in the oven, I already have one prepared, the magic of video. And we can take a look at this now and see how this bad boy carves up. Nice clean cutting board. So this little roast right here, you'll see that it's got a nice caramelized finish on the beef itself. That's from that initial 400 degrees. So after 15 minutes, we turned it down to 325 and roasted it for another hour and a half or so. So this is almost a 2-hour roast. And now we're going to carve it. We carve right across the grain, just like that. This is one of the easiest roasts you can carve because the grain runs lengthwise, and that's a good thing for you. So we're thin slicing this. This is what I would make sandwiches out of. So I would use that for a hot roast beef sandwich, or if I want to carve for dinner slices, I'm going to give it just about a 1/4 of an inch, and we'll slice it just like that. And there you go. That's how you roast an eye of round, 400 degrees for 15 minutes, and turn it down to 325 for about another hour and a half. I'm Alan Turner, and this is the eye of round. Thank you.